I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we are going to discuss a very interesting question. Square root of x being greater than x. We'll solve this question algebraically and using other methods. I am going to use a method suggested by my friend and a great mathematician from Spain. Let us see, how do we solve such inequalities? Let's try to understand this question. We are looking at square root of x greater than x. What values of x are we considering? In other terms, the domain of this particular problem. Clearly, x has to be greater than or equal to 0. Since square root of x is real only for x greater than equal to 0. So that means square root of x, the left hand side, is greater than 0. And if square root of x is greater than x, is it possible? Maybe it has no solution. Think about it. Great. So that is the question which many of our students have been asking for. And in this particular video, we are going to answer this particular question. So I'm going to discuss with you an algebraic approach to solve this question, which is square root of x greater than x. Since x is greater than equal to 0, we can square both sides. Okay, so when you square both sides, what do you get? We get square root of x squared greater than x squared. Now square root of x squared, since x is greater than 0, should be x, correct? So we could write this as x greater than x squared. Now, we can take x squared to the left hand side. We get x minus x squared will be greater than 0. Factoring out x, we get 1 minus x greater than 0. Now we need to solve this particular inequality. Well, many ways to do it. Let us do it using interval table. One of the methods which is very popular is known as interval table. We understand that x and 1 minus x will be 0 for x equals to 0 and 1, right? So as you can see, x times 1 minus x is equal to 0 for x equal to 0 or 1, correct? So we'll consider the interval in which the plane is divided for on the left side of 1 to 0 and on the right side of 1. So basically, we have to look into the values which are greater than or equal to 0. So we'll take test points. So a test point between 0 and 1 can be 0.5, and 1 greater than 1 will be, let's say, 2. In that case, let us check the values for x and 1 minus x. As far as x is concerned, it is going to be positive for both these values, 0.5 and 2. For 1 minus x, when I substitute 0.5, it will be plus 0.5. But when I substitute 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. And the product of these two, which is x times 1 minus x, will be 0 when both are same sign, correct? So that will be positive, and this is going to be negative. And clearly from the interval table, we can see that the required interval when square root of x is greater than x is between 0 and 1. So we get our answer that x is greater than 0 but less than 1. You get the idea. That is how we are going to solve this inequality algebraically. Let me thank Mr. Narar from Spain for providing this solution. When we had posted this as on our community YouTube channel. Now here is another solution to the same question, which is square root x greater than x. Now in this case, we are going to solve the inequality graphically. Well, you can sketch the graph of the function x and square root x. If you do so, you will observe that we are also looking at x values which are greater than or equal to 0. Since that is where square root x is defined for the real numbers. Now in that case, the graph for x means y equals to x will be what? Okay, so let's write x and y. That is 0 for us. So the graph for y equals to x will look like this, correct? This is y equals to x. And if you sketch the graph of square root of x, it will be kind of like this. Y equals to square root of x. From the graph, you can see that the value of intersection of these two is this particular point. And clearly, that value is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Do you see that? So, in between, from 0 to 1, you can see that the square root function has a higher value. And therefore, we have the solution. And the solution is, from 0 to 1, square root of x is greater than x. Do you see that? So, visualize the solution. Using graph. So as you can see, some inequalities become very simple when you try to sketch them. And these two are easy functions to sketch. So I hope you understand and appreciate how powerful this approach is to find the solution of the question. I hope you find the solution simple and useful. Feel free to write your comments and suggestions. If you subscribe to my videos, that will be great. You can always join my classes and learn directly from me by sending an email on the address given. We do organize individual and group classes. You can excel as many students have done before.
The winner of this year's Certificate of Achievement Schulich Leader Award is Akshi Kandivani.
Great. Our student Akshat gets highest marks and the most prestigious Schulich Leader Award. You can be there. Join our summer classes and get ready for bright future.